Yeah, guys, today if you want to move to Canada and you are really thinking or looking for the fast way to move to Canada, then this program is one of your best bet to move to Canada. So today I'll be telling you about the priority skill in Newfoundland and Labrador. So as quick as possible, I would like to wrap up with this video so that you can go on to evaluate your eligibility criteria and your chances of getting through this and every other things that you have to check out and apply for this. So yeah, it is currently open and they're inviting people to apply. So this is for Newfoundland and Labrador, and now this is the priority scale guide for this application process. So I'll just take you through it, okay? So there are three steps to applying for this process. Number one is you need to complete an expression of interest, and when you complete an expression of interest, you need to. The next is for those who they think they are promising candidate, who have been, selected by employers or who employers are showing interest in. They will give them an invitation, and lastly, you apply for the for on through the online portal, and that is just the three step to this. So firstly, like I said, they want to ensure that you do an expression of interest to be sure that you are really interested. Then secondly, is that when employers are looking out to that applicant or candidate, then they give you an invitation. Then lastly, you apply. So we're going to see this in detail. So this is overview of the program. Okay, the priority skill Newfoundland and Labrador process is intended for individuals who have experience in occupations in demand in Newfoundland and Labrador, have a high level of education, language, work experience, and or work experience, either both or just one, okay? And who wish to express their interest in either staying in or coming to the province and becoming a permanent resident of Canada. So this is the overview, just the introduction. You can read down to see more about it. But I would like to take all of this since they are also imbued in the criteria, okay? And individuals who have worked in a specialized, highly skilled, high demand occupation for at least one full year in the last 10 years would be, eligible. Okay, so if you've done 1 year in any of these highly skilled job or high demand occupation, then you're good to go. And they've also just updated their provincial nominee website, so you could just hit up this website to check out what is there, and that's where you can do application, okay? Individuals who have completed PhD or master's degree in Memorial University within the past 3 years in the following specialty: technology, healthcare, aquaculture, and agriculture. I think this will be a quick one for you. For those who study abroad too, no issue. Priority skill in Newfoundland and Labrador requires the completion of a questionnaire, which is scored, okay? And I'm going to show you how you're going to be scored. So once you exceed 16, you qualify. But it doesn't mean that once you exceed 16, you must be picked, okay? There are other criterias, okay? Yeah, so you must be aware of that. So candidates who have submitted expression of interest with the highest scores and who have received the most interest from local employers may receive invitation through priority scale to submit an application to the Provincial Nominee Program without a job offer. Yeah, so that is it. So you mustn't have a job offer. Now look at the criteria, eligibility criteria for all the candidates. All candidates, okay, must have taken an international English language testing system, IELTS or the CELPIP, and you must have get a CLB of 5 or higher minimum. And you must be at least 21 years of age, and you intended to live permanently in Newfoundland and Labrador. Then we have two segments. The second one is for you, but the first one is for those who already live in Newfoundland and Labrador, who live in Canada or who live elsewhere but have actually completed a PhD or master's degree from Memorial University of Newfoundland and Labrador within the last 3 years, okay, and specialized in technology, healthcare, aquaculture, or agriculture. So If you studied in this university and you did any of these courses, fine, whether you live in Canada or not. Otherwise, if you do not live in Canada or you did not study in this course, then you go for the in-demand work candidate, must have worked in a specialized, highly skilled, high demand occupation for at least 1 full year in the last 10 years. A list of in-demand occupation can be found in the appendix, which I'm going to show you anyway. You can also see it here. You can also see it down here, okay? Yeah, so that is the main thing that qualifies with the criteria. Yeah, so then you have to sign the declaration form. This is, a must. So this is the first. The first is complete the expression of interest. The first step of the priority skill Newfoundland is to, and Labrador is to, the process is completing the questionnaire. This let us know you are interested in immigrating to Newfoundland Labrador. Then the expression of interest process will also let you know if you meet minimum eligibility criteria, okay? And the questionnaire will ask you about 5 topics: your English or French or both, age, education, work experience, including using this to confirm position details and whether you have family in Labrador, Newfoundland, Labrador, okay? Yeah, so that is number one. And number two is if you meet the minimum requirements and score high enough on the questionnaire, you will be asked to provide the following information: your name, citizenship, current address, and email address. That's when you have only achieved 60, okay? If you meet the minimum requirement and score high enough on the questionnaire, you will be asked to submit 3 supporting documents, which is for expression of interest, such as resume, education, and work credentials and cover letter. Yeah, so it's just step by step. Then the next priority process is potentially receive an invitation to apply. So while the final decision to extend invitation rests with the Office of Immigration and Multiculturalism (OIM), your questionnaire score, language ability, education, and work experience, along with your 3 supporting documents, will be viewable by employers that have a course with OIM. Employers can use this information to vote or whether they feel candidates would be successful or not in their companies and or Newfoundland Labrador. So then the next is priority skill. Newfoundland Labrador is intended for candidates who do not have a job or job offer. But during the voting process, employers may wish to contact you to offer a job. The email address that you provide at the start of the questionnaire can be used by employer who wish to contact you. So then the next step is invitees apply for nomination through our online portal. So once you've been invited, do your application through the online portal. Okay, yeah. If you meet the eligibility criteria for either of the processes, okay, they will issue a provisional nominee nomination certificate, okay, which you can include in your application for permanent residency and send to the federal government. Eligibility for express process will depend on your language ability and your work experience, okay? Yeah, so you can see the full details here. Then the amount of time it takes for the federal government to process your subsequent application for permanent residency varies depending on the category. Skilled workers takes approximately 18 months, while express entry takes approximately 6 months. So please note that this processing time fluctuates from the latest informations. Okay, yeah, and while awaiting permanently residency, provincial nominees receives dedicated support from Office of Immigration and Multiculturalism staff and assess the specific service such as letter of support from work permit requests. Yeah, so there are questionnaire scoring grade. So you can see the scoring grade down here. Um, Part of the scoring grade has to do with your English language age, education, and all of that. So you can see if you've got an English language of 7 plus, you're gonna get 24. So that's the highest, okay? So if you got 6 plus, you're gonna get 22. And if you've got 5 plus, you're gonna get 20. And if you've got CLB of 5 plus, you're gonna get 20. So that's how that works. And then the next is age. Okay, 21 to 30 gets 12 marks, and 31 to 40 gets 16 marks, which is the highest, surprisingly. And 41 to 50 gets 8 marks, and 51 to 59 gets 4 marks, and 60 and above gets 0 marks for age. Then, if you've got PhD, you got 24 marks, and you've got Masters, you got 20 marks, and you've got just Canadian post secondary degree or diploma or equivalent, you get 15 marks, and post secondary degree, you get 6 marks. Sorry, I think that's 12 marks, and high school you get 6 marks. Okay, yeah. Then 5 years plus in demand work in past 10 years, you get 40 marks. That's great. Then 3 to 5 you get 30 marks, and 1 to 3 you get 20 marks, and 1 year of in-demand work experience you get 10 marks, and relative in Newfoundland you get 10 marks. Then if you got in-demand work occupation in Canada, you get 5 marks, and if you got in-demand work occupation in New Zealand, Newfoundland and Labrador, you get 7 marks. In-demand work occurred in NL outside St. John's, CMA, you get 7 marks. So if you work in rural area, you get some more marks. And for English, this for in-demand academic, if you have studied there. So I'll just keep it assuming you didn't study there. But it's just similar, okay? So you can look at them if you study in Newfoundland, Labrador, or in any, and of course for any of those courses. So you can see the frequently asked questions and all of that. Then this is the appendix in-demand occupation for in-demand healthcare sector occupation and in-demand technology sector occupation. So you're gonna see all the courses, okay? Yeah. So just to run quickly, for those in healthcare, physicians, which means from all of this anyway, nurse practitioners, licensed practice nurse, personal care attendant, clinical psychologist, medical physicist, radiation therapist, dosimetrist. Then for engineers and developers, software engineers, biomedical engineer, UI UX developer, electrical engineer, AI developer, mechanical engineer, Python developer, web developer, .NET developer, infrastructure engineer. Then for in-demand aquaculture sector occupation, you've got captain, you've got farming and feeding manager, facility technician, assistant manager, cage site technician, site manager with water quality expertise, and area manager. And then for technical specialists, you've got security specialist, cloud specialist, bioinformatician, computer networks support, research associate, data analyst, offshore technician, ROV operator, ocean mapping specialist, technical writer. So these are the guys that are in demand, yeah, occupations. And so let's just go back to the website, the Provincial Immigration website. So if you click, you come right here. So you're gonna see all those guys I've mentioned, the skills they are in demand, occupations. So if you merit it, then you can start the expression of interest. Okay, yeah. So that is it about this. Just a moment, I would like to show you something. So once you think you merit it, you can hit up Provincial Nominee Program. You see Newfoundland Labrador Provincial Nominee Program overview applicants. And as an applicant, I think this is where you really want to have a look. So you just click there and come here to see worker categories. So you see individual interested in immigration to Newfoundland and Labrador must submit an impression of interest through the Immigration Accelerator portal. You go to the Immigration Accelerator portal. You can actually read through all of this to get more information. So once you come here, you need to create an account. I don't have an account. So if I want to do this, I'll just create an account quickly. And Then you answer the questionnaire and start your application process. Say I'm a candidate and just do your stuff and all of that. So, guys, I'll be wrapping up here. This is all you need to know, and I just think that this is a great opportunity for those who wants to come to Canada. Without being stressed up. So if you're a representative or you're doing it for yourself and all of that. So, but anyway, just go through it and see what it looks like, guys. I wish you the best of luck. Guys, do not forget to like this video. Just encourage me. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.